Ladies and germs, welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to do the second tutorial, preparing the soil. This will teach us all about the soil, hopefully, mechanics, if you will, of Farm Expert 2017. We'll go through all these tutorials. Slow frame rate, sorry. All right. So you're going to notice there'll probably be some chop. I'm actually rendering the first video in the background here. I wanted to get it up as soon as possible. This tutorial will teach you the basics of preparing the field for sowing. Okay. The messages are kind of delayed. You are in your household. Here are your machines and storage of agricultural resources. Okay.
Daddy, do you actually have a house?
You do, but I don't think you can go inside of it. No games really do that yet. You can buy specialized farms, which allow animal breeding and processing of fruits. So I was screwing around a little bit, and yes, you can actually buy the animal farm. It's $120,000, and it just telling us the looking information. I think you had that in the first tutorial, but no. Enter the tractor. I guess I have to go to the other side. No, there we go. So we've hopped into our tractor. In simulation mode, you must manually start the engine. Space. There we go. And we're going to do Z key. Oops, wrong way. There we go. And we're going to connect to the plow using the Q key. All right. So we're going to drive to the field as our next. Now this tractor is, once again, not an automatic transmission. You have to actually shift the gears. And he does clutch while you shift. We can change our range up a little bit. Give ourselves a little more speed here. 5. So there is no tempo stat for this tractor. I did find out there is a cruise control also. Oh, and by the way, my laptop is obviously lower spec because laptops don't usually have like high specs, and it did cause problems with the game. I was not able to really play this game at all on my laptop. It's a Core i7. Plow the field, yes sir. 8 gigabytes of RAM. With a GeForce 9400M video card on the laptop, and I was not able to play this game at all. So, does this one flip? Change direction. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay. I don't know if this is going to actually... Yeah, okay. Oh, there she goes. She swings out. Okay. So we have to do this by hand. Oops, I forgot to shift down. Sorry, I'm just getting my tractor set up in gear. You can see behind us, we're making a nice straight line. Peg the tractor. So they want us to plow this field. It's going to take us a little while. Looks like we can run it at 2C. About 12 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that's realistic, but that'd be probably about 5 miles an hour. So if a real farmer wants to chime in, maybe Jade or somebody that watches the videos that actually does farming, if you could, chime in and say, yeah, that's realistic, or no, that's ridiculous. Because I just don't know. All right. Make a Yui. Yes, Cha. I love you too, Cha. And we're going to put the plow down on the other side. Oh, I can't really turn while it's down, though. Interesting. Yes, Peary. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. Whoa, bug.
What happened? Why is there a hole in it?
That's funny. All right, so does this go the other way? Yep, it's a little weird. I don't really like how that works, but it's not doing the furrow the way that I like it. I think I'm doing it backwards. I think, yeah, see, it's putting it on the wrong side, so I actually need, this should have been flipped the other way. So I'm going to leave it, we're going to run it that way again. We're going to run it flipped to the right so that it actually leaves the furrow on the field that we can follow. So I'm not doing it right. It's still plowing, but it's just not working right.
What are all those holes in there?
The holes?
Yeah.
Those are the furrows that this plow makes. If it's used properly, but I did not use it properly.
Big holes in it.
Yeah, it's making holes because I'm not using it right. It shouldn't be.
No, it actually makes holes.
Yeah, unlike Farm Sim, this one actually digs into the ground, which is what a plow is supposed to do. One of the reasons why I kind of like this game. Whoops, bug.
Daddy,
Yes, Evelyn.
I love you.
I love you too, P.
It doesn't look like it's working.
It's working. Though I missed a spot a little bit, but it won't matter. Oh, and that's right. If we change our F keys, if you do F function 2, you can once again see that we've plowed 15% of the field. So they're probably going to make us do the whole thing, I would imagine. But I'm going to keep our wheel over. And then what this will do is this is going to make a ridge in the field that will allow us to see what we've done and what we haven't done yet. We're going to lift that up. Oh, wrong button. Whoa! Dang it, I pressed the wrong button. So now we're going to have to reconnect that bad boy. Nice driving there, Farty. Arty Farty. Alright, let's... Stupid. Alright. Stupid me. So this is when you can't really back up with like the plow that's attached, so you have to kind of swing it around. See, now we have a furrow, but now I got to figure out which side makes the furrow. So, since I disconnected it, now it's all screwed up. We'll get it eventually. I want to go. Nope, I want it to go the. No, was that right? That's not the right way, is it? Nope, because that's going to put the. This is the correct way to do that. Oh, good girl. Thank you, Goosey. She got me some ice water. Thank you, honey. That should theoretically put the plow, there it goes, on the right side. There we go. So once again, they vastly improved the edges of the field here. It actually, the field actually goes into the ground without having like a bump up, which was silly looking before, you know. So now it looks a little more realistic. We're actually having some issues with traction. Our soil class is C. I'm hoping they talk about like fertilization and stuff like that eventually, but I don't know. I didn't see that necessarily in the tutorials, but we'll find out. But this Landini's got plenty of horsepower. This is a nice tractor, 175 horsepower, big tractor. I was playing around with the McCormick T7 before. Not sure what the horsepower is on that guy, but we'll find out later in the game when we start really playing in earnest. There we go. And swinging it out. Good. So we're plowing the field for the tutorial. Hopefully this is super exciting for all of you watchers. So yeah, when this came up, I did have to overspend a little bit, so I'm in debt now to YouTube for next month. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get that. Like when I saw it was out, it was supposed to come out tomorrow. I'm like, well, that's cool, you know. And I'm thinking, man, it's probably going to be expensive, but it was on sale for the first day of release for $17.99, and I'm like, man, I can't pass that up. It's going to be $19.99, but still, it's a good price for this game. I mean, I think they priced it. Yes.
I love you.
I love you too, Goosey. Go get in bed, all right? Of course, they're both in my bed tonight, but... Improved ability tiller, so my skill level is going up. There's an actual bird on the field. Notice that? Yeah, my kids always end up in my bed. I usually go to bed all by myself, and then by the middle of the night, there's like 5 kids in my bed. Or 4. all the little ones, Seth, Mater, Violet, and Evelyn, all end up, I wake up in the morning and they're all in the bed. I'm like, oh, how'd you guys get in here? I tell them sometimes, I'm like, just Daddy wants to have a night to himself. Whoops. I'm going to be doing that for a while, folks. I apologize. I have my G13 hooked up, and I'm still getting used to it in general. Not only making mistakes with it, but also just using it properly. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this plow is, like I said, it's harder to make clean lines at the start because you have to kind of swing out and around. You can't really. You could back with it, but it's not. It's messy. All right, and there we go. What?
Your toothpaste is hot.
What?
Your toothpaste is hot.
It's minty. She brushed her teeth using my toothpaste. She said, "Your toothpaste is hot." So, yeah, the game's a little hokey feeling. I mean, just a hair. It's not. It doesn't have the polish that the Farm Sim has, but I really like it. And now that they've fixed the drifting problems and stuff like that, and the fields are integrated a little bit better into the landscape, and just some of these things that needed to be fixed, they took care of. Is it still kind of hokey feeling? Yeah. I mean, it's never been great, but it's much, much better than it was last year. And I think it's actually playable at this point. Now, once again, I will say on my laptop I've had all kinds of problems. I wanted to play it on my laptop. I tried to stream it because I have a pretty fast network here at home, and I stream games often from my computer upstairs to my laptop because this computer is like the gaming computer. But
September?
Yep, it's September 2nd. But it doesn't stream very well at all. Like, I mean, it's like serious issues streaming. So you can't stream it from one computer to another. Yes, Evelyn.
That means fall started.
No, fall starts on September 21st.
What?
Well, September 21st is the fall equinox. So it doesn't start for another 20 days.
21st?
Yep. Maybe I need to go further. Yep.
Is
And
that-
so, anyway, as I was saying, before Evelyn interrupted me, she's giving me dirty
Is
looks.
that when it turns to 2017?
Yes. So anyway, this game does have its bugs, and you're definitely going to need this computer that I'm running it on. I'm averaging, with a video processing in the background, which takes up a lot of compute cycles. I am running about 43 frames a second. This is a Intel Core i5. I think it's a 6600K processor. So 3.5 gigahertz with a turbo boost to 3.9, I believe is how that works. 4-core, and it's I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm running an R9 390 video card with I think either 8 or 16. I think it's 8 gigs of RAM, and so it's got plenty of horsepower. I can play pretty much any game. So the fact that this is already getting lower frame rates shows that it's not super optimized. You are probably going to have a pretty beefy computer to be able to run this smoothly. And like I said, on my laptop, Core i7 dual core. With 8 gigabytes of RAM and a 940M video card, no go. Now, I can play World of Tanks fairly well on that laptop. I play Space Engineers okay on that laptop. I'm able to play Farm Sim and on medium settings on that laptop, and I'm also able to play World of Warships with medium settings. And so I can play Borderlands on it, Call of Duty. I mean, I can play a lot of different games on my laptop, but this game does not run, and it crashes a lot. Like, it'll run, but the frames are really bad, the graphics look terrible, and it crashes. So, anyway. The field is now 78% plowed. This is a really nice tractor. I hope that we get one of these with our farm, or that it's not too ridiculously expensive to buy one. Though the McCormick seemed like it was nice too. I really hate that the Winston or whatever it is. It's just horrible looking. I hope they don't force that tractor on us in the scenarios, but we'll see. Or as my friend Joshua always says, scenario. I tend to be more Ohioan with it. Scenario. Oh, by the way, somebody was saying that I said it wrong. The ship that we've been playing in World of Warships is the Dunkirk. He said it's actually pronounced Dinkirk, and I don't agree with that. That's not how the French would. Oh, come back home, but I'm not done. Fine, I will. Okay. The French would pronounce it Dunkirk, and I listened online to the French. I actually took 5 years of French in high school. I was terrible. The teacher passed me only because I agreed to stay in class. I was going to drop out, and she's like, if you stay, I'll make sure you get a C. And I was like, all right. She's like, you've done it for so long. I mean, come on, Arthur. You can't quit now. It's actually 7 years because I took 2 years, or 6 years. I took 2 years in junior high and 4 years in high school. I can read it, but I barely can speak it. If a French person talks to me, I'm just like, come back in a couple minutes because I have to translate what you just said. Let me look that up on Google. Oh, well, what are you going to do? But they tend to say, it sounds like they say Dunkirk, not Dunkirk. It's Dunkirk. But he was saying it's Dinkirk, and I'm like, I don't think that's right. Car wash, keep vehicle clean. Should be built. Yeah, I'm going to buy a car wash when I buy my farm. Yes, sir. I shall disconnect the plow when I figure out which button it is. Oh! There we go. M to check out the new objective. Before sowing, question, the fields need to be flaked and aligned with the cultivator. Flaked. Okay. Let us go flake the field. Connect to the cultivator. I'm always forgetting to shift back down again. I'm going back in first gear. All right. And we're going to put the tractor in reverse.
Dad, I was on one of those vans with 3 seats in the front and 3 seats in the middle and 3 seats in the back.
All right, hang on. Drive to the field. Yeah, I know, but we don't. They don't really make those anymore. Yes, Evelyn. We need a TV in our car, right?
Just kids all you have.
I know. Well, they also bought a very expensive minivan. Ours is, more of run-of-the-mill.
Yeah, it came with a TV, like 4 pairs of wireless headphones, a remote.
Very nice. We can't afford that. And I have the van that I have still has 4 years of payments left. It's going to be a long time before we buy a new van. And honestly, you guys, Seth will be old enough maybe to drive at that point. When you guys get to be that old, I may not buy another van. I might just go back to another car. We may not need a van.
Yeah,
We'll have to see.
I'm gonna buy my own.
All right, so now they're telling us to get to this field. Now we're going to cultivate the field, even though we never finished doing the other one. Okay, so we're going to hop onto the field here. It says R to lower the machine. So that's going to be this key. Whoop. And I've got it down. Oh, I'm in 5th gear, that's why. Trying to break. Gotta break free of the soil. I can't break. We're using the Horatio Plateau. See how we do it on the outside here. Good. And we're digging up the field. You can see the field getting flattened out by the... You are scarifying the soil before plowing. For better yield, first... What? What did that just say? Scarified. So, sung by Racer X. My favorite guitar player, Paul Gilbert, wrote a song called Scarified for Racer X. And it's a really cool guitar piece for those of you that like heavy metal keyboards, a heavy metal guitar. So let's scarify the field. Scarified. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, I'm really liking the mechanics of this game so far. Now I know, like I said, they said there's some buggy road issues, like the pickup truck flies off the road if you go too fast. Oh, I went over that little tiny spot that wasn't plowed. That's funny. So it's yelling at me because of that, but we can ignore that message. It's fine. I tell you what, I love the gas brake thing. I love the fact that brake is always brake and gas is always gas. That always made me nuts on the Farm Simulator. Though, like I said, I think the drive, people said that the drive mod fixes that, the drive control mod, so I don't know that there are going to be mods for this game or not. I don't think so. But there may be. I also don't know how to turn those hazard lights on. I can turn the regular headlights on and off, but there was no button command for that. I think there are buttons that they're not listing, so yes, I know. Scarified. Whoops, no. There we go. We're gonna get yelled at. Yeah, I know. She can turn that off, but no dice. I will say the fields seem a little bit smaller, or a lot smaller, than the Farm Sim fields. And once again, if we look at our information, we can see that the soil's Class C. We have, once again, just under half a hectare. And it's 87% plowed, 31% cultivated. Nope, wrong button. And we're going to drop this here. Looking good. So I'm excited to see how this game goes. This one has eliminated enough of the bugs already that I feel like I'm actually going to probably do a series on this. And, you know, we'll probably take a break from the Farm Simulator until 2017 comes out. We'll see. We'll see. I know there's going to be people that are going to be mad at me if I do that. They'll be like, well, no, we want more Farm Sim. I know. But I've done Farm Sim for 2.5 years now with no break. So I think it might be time to just take a month off. I do it with World of Tanks all the time. I take months off of World of Tanks all the time. And people get a little mad, but maybe it's time to take a month off of Farm Sim and play this for a while. That way it's real super fresh for us when we go to the Farm Sim. What's the matter, Goose? Yeah, we will. But right now the Farm Sim is at a... I'm having issues with the Farm Sim. Whenever I try to play multiplayer with my kids, it crashes after like 20 minutes. So I don't know what's going on there, but it sucks. So maybe we could play this game multiplayer, Goose. Yeah, everybody can. Nope, I thought I pressed the button. We can all play multiplayer, because this game's cheap, too, at 19 bucks. So it's going to yell at us again. Wonder how soon they're going to yell at us to come back to the garage. For a tutorial, I think they should have probably shortened this process a little bit and just given you like a quarter of the field. Like, okay, good job, now come back. But now it's like they're making us... One thing I do like is look how the tractor is getting dirty. It gets dirty a lot slower than the Farm Sim, but it still gets dirty. And it totally looks dirty. I like the textures to me... Oh, no, the wrong button. Look a little more realistic than the Farm Sim textures. Though if you've noticed, the cultivator actually has not gotten dirty at all, which is a little bit... and I remember that the last version also, the ground implements did not get dirty. So that might be an issue. The tractor would get dirty, but they may not have fixed that. It looks like they probably haven't, because this cultivator looks completely spotless. Do 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 do. Tractor, tractor, tractor. Tractor, tractor, tractor. 'Cause we love tractors. What's that, Goose? I'm not allowed to sing Blue's Clues? Why? Tractors Clues? No. You guys just need to go to bed. You sound like a wreck, Goosey. Just go to sleep there, kiddo. No. I won't. So happily, we have almost finished. What? I'll go to bed soon, Goosey. I might do one more tutorial and then go to bed. I want to have a bunch that I can release tomorrow. Oh, the backup camera's like solo res. It cracks me up. Just like real life. Real life cracks me up too. Ding, ding, ding. So one of the things like I said, I don't like is that this game doesn't really support any joystick axes. So even if you use a controller, now that's not true because the main control part, but you have to use the gas is pushing forward on your control stick and then steering is left and right. You can't actually use your triggers. I've not been able to get that to work. Now I'm using a Steam controller. I may try to use Ryan's Xbox 360 controller, but the game actually works pretty well with the mouse and keyboard. But I still prefer, obviously, especially if you could use like a steering wheel, that'd be really nice. But they don't. I wonder if there'd be like a copyright violation if they were like, yeah, we support the Farm Sim controller. Like program the game to support it. It'd be smart on their end because then it would make like another reason to buy the game. But it would probably, I don't know if it would violate any copyright, stuff from the Farm Sim. Now, I wish it didn't have that green line around the field. That's a little ridiculous. If you see kind of up in the middle there in the air. Good. Congratulations. This tutorial is completed. At the moment, the field is ready for sowing. So that's it. That's all they're going to teach us? What? Come back home. Oh, okay, good. Okay. This tutorial has been completed. Oh, so they don't... It's done. That's it. We're done. Really cool. Okay, good. All right, guys. So, let's hop out for the wrap-up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and if you really like the video a whole lot, you can also donate. That helps my channel. That's how I purchase these games, so that we can review them. And that is on my main channel. If you go to the right, there's a little button that says support. Hey, man, every dollar counts. You got $5 you want to donate? That'd be awesome. $10, $50, $500, $1 million, $1 million. Then I could just play games 24/7. So if you got $1 million you want to donate, I'll just quit my job and do this full time. But until then, I actually have a real life I have to live. So anyway, have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the farm. Bye now.